I wanted to hop in live because I shared a post that basically said I was struggling really bad last year. I set this big, ambitious sales goal for the year. And the harsh truth is 99.999% of goals, whether they're sales goals, fitness goals, relationship goals, fail. And I think one of the reasons is because it takes consistency and we also get comfortable. So I know for me, when I set an annual goal, I kind of say, okay, I've got this goal that I want to hit this number and I've got 12 months to hit it. So what do I need to hit per month? Well, if a month doesn't happen, then I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's January. I have 11 whole months to make that happen. And we get comfortable. And totally changed how I did things. So now what we're doing is we're doing 12-week years. It's basically we have a goal that we're going to hit within the 12 weeks. And it's aggressive and it's scary and it's uncomfortable and it should be. Because if it doesn't make your palms sweat a little bit, it's not big enough. And you're playing too small and you're thinking too small and you're shrinking. So what we did was we pivoted and we changed to 12-week years. So what that means is I use this book that I love. So it's on Amazon, Get Stuff Done. It's basically a 13-week book that you plan on a daily basis. So does anybody remember the Franklin Day Planners? I love them. They used to be big, like Trapper Keepers. I'm just dating myself all day long. They used to be big, like a sheet of paper big. And then they had small ones. Once the small ones came out, you could buy your binder, you could buy your refills, you could buy your tabs, stickers, all this fun stuff. So what we do now is we plan in 12-week years. So if my goal is $1 million for the year, I'm going to set not a 250K goal for the quarter. I'm going to set a 500K goal, because how amazing would that be if I hit my half year goal in the first quarter? And if I don't, I can guarantee you that the action that I'm taking is way more consistent and way more volume to try and hit that aggressive goal, because I just shrunk my half a year, what I need to get done in a half year, into 90 days. So it just works better for us and for our team. So what we did is we pivoted, we changed, not pivoted. We changed from an annual plan. We still have an annual plan. We have a 10-year goal, a 3-year goal, a 1-year goal, and a quarterly goal. And we work in quarters. Now, once we have that quarterly goal, we know that from there, we kind of have to break our months up. So what we do for our months is we plan our months in 10-day sprints. So that gives us 3 chances in a month to set goals. Because what I don't want to ever do again is be in a position where I'm scrambling at the end of the month, I'm scrambling at the end of the quarter, and the end of the year is just a lot. We switched to taking the last half of December off. So the whole company is closed for the last 2 weeks in December. And this year we're doing the whole month of December is going to be a sabbatical. I can't do that if I've got to hit all of my quarterly goals or my annual goals and I've got to pick up the slack. I just don't like that stress. I don't like that pressure. And it's just too much. This allows us to be really focused on forming the best habits that will result in aggressive goals. So if I set a goal of 500K for a quarter, then do you think I'm going to show up and take more action on a daily basis? Absolutely. So what we do is we have our 12-week year. What are we going to do this quarter? And for me, I personally set 3 or 4 different goals. I don't set more than goals. And they're not all sales related. I have a personal goal, which is more relationship based. I have like a health goal that's for me, whether it's self-care, whether it's exercise, whether it's diet, whatever that is, that I just want to improve myself. I have a business goal, sales goal. So sales goal is a number focused, number of deals closed, number of book meetings, number of qualified leads in the pipeline. They're more sales achievements. So that is a big goal. And if you also want, there's another book that I read called Traction, which I love, with Gino Wickman. It's entrepreneur operating system. So he sets this in quarterly rocks, quarterly goals as well. So there's a lot of books. 12-week year, Brian P. Moran is a great one. Gina Wickman, Traction, also works in quarters. All of those can just support you if you've never done this before. And the other thing is we want to set growth targets. So numbers are important. Yes, they matter, but we're also making incremental growth. And we might not see that in one quarter. But you know what we will see? Constant feedback, good, bad, failures. Failures don't necessarily mean they're a bad thing. It informs what we should do, and more importantly, what we shouldn't do. We're looking for no's. We're looking for people to say, not now. We're building our pipeline. We're building a new muscle and a new skill. It has completely changed the dynamics of our business. And I challenge you, if you do have an annual goal, to set a 12-week year or a quarterly goal, especially when it comes to your sales output and when it comes to your sales numbers. It may change everything. Because if you're putting these habits in place that are going to force you to try and meet this aggressive goal, you've got a whole quarter to figure out these habits. You've got a whole quarter to put in the reps, to put in the practice, to build up this new skill. And then what happens? Next quarter, even if you don't hit your nut, you still have these incredibly high performing habits that are gonna make sure that you hit your goals. Now, there's all these factors that you can't control, but what I'm talking about is what you can control. So check it out. Get stuff done, 90 days. There's tons of journals that are quarterly, that are month bound. I just like this because it aligns with what we're setting in our business and in my life. I would love to hear if you do any goal setting. Is it 12 weeks? Or do you do it by month? Do you do 10-day sprints? I'll do another thing about that because that's a whole other thing of how we actually break out our month and how we get 3 opportunities to hit sales goals. Very focused on hitting those goals. So I wish you a prosperous, healthy, happy 2024. And I look forward to everything that's coming. Take care. Bye.